All right, what we're going to do here is just talk about 12 volts. Now, we've seen the Vancouver Lampagoid in the past where we were testing different things with different voltages along the way. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to follow it with the meter. Okay, so I'm going to take these two and join them together. And here we go. 1.5 volts. Oh, the light is ever so dim. 3 volts, 6 volts, 7.5, 9, 10.5, and ultimately 12. So this is a 12 volt bulb operating at close to 12 volts. And the reason we're doing this is these other batteries over here are all 12 volt batteries. There are no steps in them, at least none that you can access. And we're just going to hook them up and show the 12 volts. And right. And it doesn't work. Why? Because the wire fell off. There we go. So there we are, 12 volts. Similar here, but in one piece. Now this is a motorcycle battery, medium to large size motorcycle. So we're going to move from that to this one. This is a 12 volt gel cell. Now this is something that you might have if you have auxiliary lighting in your factory. You know, should there be a power failure and the lighting comes on in its place, that's what we've got, is one of these. There we are again, 12 volts. Should be very similar here. These are also found in those quick starters that you use for a car. You know, it's in a case with a battery inside, and you put jumper cables on your battery, start it on a cold day. There's a couple of these inside it. And then we got this guy over here, which I need a hand to move. Slide her along. And I need to turn it. This thing's really heavy. It weighs about 70 pounds. And probably blocking the frame as well. Anyway. Yeah, this isn't working.
12 seconds later.
All right, we're now going to the big battery. This is a battery for a big car engine. Still 12 volts, as you will see. Light bulbs the same brightness. We're very close in voltage. But this could start a truck on a cold day in Winnipeg. So the only difference is each of these batteries, give it the group of AA's. The gel cell has more capacity. The motorcycle battery also more capacity, and this is a lot more capacity. This is what people will be using in their off-grid systems, whether it's wind charged or solar power. But it's all about available amps in the battery, the ability to do work longer or to do bigger work. And that's my quick overview on capacity. Anywhere from a group of AA's that like this bulb to this big guy, the bulb's the same. But if we had a bank of headlights, these guys couldn't light it, whereas this one can.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Stephen King invites you to venture deep inside the caverns below the old Bachman Mill.
You're not thinking about going down in there?
Where a secret lies long forgotten by any living soul.
Just ain't no job worth this.
I get the skull for the cow and put it out on the concrete and get a sledgehammer and start trying to break it. And I found out very quickly that the brain was still inside once I cracked through the skull. Who knew? It wouldn't have been so bad if I hadn't been out trying to outdrink the grips the night before in the bar. And I felt like a bag of shit that day. And now I'm exposed to this. Anyway, I got to a point where the boss said it's good enough, and away we go. Well, that leads up to the final scene in the movie, where the creature gets sucked into the picker. And it's a long, drawn-out process, a lot of preparation, but when it starts to happen, it all goes by in, 20 seconds or more. And it ends with the body of the creature goes in.
Coming soon to theaters.
We're going to look at voltage and amperage, both digitally and analog. In the middle here, we've got digital amps, digital volts. On the outside, we got analog volts, analog amps. We're just going to compare them, derive resistance, and measure it statically. I'm going to hook up this big coil right now and see what we get. Here we go. 16 amps at 11.7 volts. Okay, that guy's finished.
When life gives you lemons.
Going with a 35 watt light bulb, so find the line for that.
Yep.
And we got 3.13 amps at 12.2 volts. I think they get progressively lighter in terms of how much energy is being used. That's done. That's done. Let's go with the electromagnet next. Okay, electromagnet. Powering now. Oh, lost it. Wire came off. We got 0.46 amps and 12.4 volts. So that guy's done. Let's go with the 25 watt 12 volt bulb. And this would be fairly low. And here we go. We've got 2.12 amps and 12.2 volts. And lastly is that resistor, and I'm just going to hook up one of them. Well, I got a feeling it's going to be pretty low current. We got an 18 ohm ceramic resistor here and 12.41 volts at 0.667 amps. That's 0.667. Okay, here we go. Okay, all right, okay, all right, all right, whoa.
You also worked a few times with Guillermo del Toro. Is that correct? Which projects have you worked on with him?
I worked on Pacific Rim. It was shot in Toronto. Nightmare Alley.
Danger of electrocution, even for those in close proximity.
Me again, Nate.
Cabinet of Curiosities. And Frankenstein. And Frankenstein, we're beginning of October, so it's due out very soon. And I'm hoping to come back to this series that we're filming today with some insight into some of the gags I did on the Frankenstein movie. Meanwhile, mum's the word.
What manner of devil made him? I did.